Oklahoma City Thunder on the road as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game.
Here we go.
Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. The Denver Nuggets come into tonight's game after losing earlier in the season in their last game against the Thunder. Plenty of speed and explosiveness on display tonight. When you widen your lens a little bit, how do you think athleticism in this league has changed throughout the years?
Well, it has grown exponentially, Kevin. When you think about the advanced training methods, the knowledge around nutrition and rest and strength training, so beneficial to the athleticism that we see in the league. As a matter of fact, I question whether or not I would be able to play in this day and age based on the athleticism I had back in the 80s. I would have to really embrace that fitness and strength training to another level to play today.
Oh, I think you would have played in any era and been just fine.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not so sure, though. These guys get after it. They're bigger, faster, and stronger than any players of any era to date.
You're getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Denver making a switch here. Shumpert with it. Pass to Cook. Now here's Gay. Defended by Butler. Here's Cousins. Makes it off the glass. Cousins has got his second bucket tonight.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Here's Van Vliet. To the middle. Here's Bogut. And he can't bank that one in. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Cousins. Bogut with the block.
And with that condor-like wingspan, Bogut says,
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Oklahoma City. Jacks up a three. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Now Gay. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. No good from Cousins.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And, of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab and make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Outside for Pippen. Back to Cousins. Clock at 4. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. 6 points here for Cousins.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
The Thunder with the lead. Here's Pippen. Nice D from Bogut. And it's Cousins with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Denver now. From downtown, Dotson gets the bucket. Dotson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wanted.
And he is a power player down low. If there's nobody there to stop him, Boogie's going to destroy that rim.
Now here's Shumpert. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know. Ooh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. my. And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Here's Shumpert. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Love with the ball for Denver. Trailing by 2. A nice shot by Lynn.
Gotta love the determined style of Lynn's game. I mean, he plays hungry all the time. Doesn't allow the defense to dictate his shot selection, even at the rim.
They get it back. And he comes up with the deuce. Lynn's got his second bucket of the game to go. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Count the basket. Lynn's got 6. Outside Pippen. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. For Oklahoma City, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
The Nuggets had shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. That free throw, no good.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And Jeremy Lin, you know, I think has a great reputation. He's a confident guy who provides energy at both guard spots.
Here's McGee. Doesn't go for him. And Denver the other way now. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. True on the 14-footer. And that's now 9 points for Lynn.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
And Lynn's jumper is money. Got to throw him off balance if you're the defense. When you don't, he cashes in.
break and then and if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
I mean, what's interesting for me, first quarter, they're already getting points from their reserves.
Yeah, and that bench, boy, has been really good. Provided a nice spark so far.
Pass to Collins. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer. Collins has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Nuggets. And here is Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or... Yes, sir! Come on, bring it!
And Gay has incredible lift on these dunks. Tremendous at slamming it in when given room to fly.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Bridges, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Off target from outside. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Head coaches obviously get the attention in all sports, Clark, but the assistants also play very big roles. How do you build chemistry as a coaching staff?
You know, I've never coached, but I've watched a lot of coaches. I think first and foremost, you appreciate your assistant coaches, and then you give them room to grow and develop as coaches. And you share with them the building of the team and the coaching of the team. And that, to me, I think, if you serve your assistant coaches as they're serving you, I think that's how you build the best chemistry.
And loyalty's got to be big among that group on that sideline, doesn't it? Loyal to each other.
Big time. Loyalty to one another, and then also a common focus on really serving the players to the best of their ability collectively.
Here's Dang. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. And they take the lead. Cousins has got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
Seeing Cousins be this aggressive on offense, always active on this end, awesome when it comes to looking for his shot.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover. Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And the layup is good. Cousins has got 6 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
To the paint. Here's O'Neal. They need this. And it's laid in by Bogut. Bogut's got his first 2 points of the night.
And really aggressive inside. Bogut making a strong move.
And it's sent back by Bogut. And he gets it back. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Butler. And it's blocked by Dang. And he's able to get it back. And they double up Butler. Lock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's the Nuggets with the ball. Butler on the wing. The tray. The three-pointer is right on target. Butler's got his third basket of the night right there.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Left side, Lynn. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Here is Lynn. Nice D from Pippen.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
It's good. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The drive by Cousins. Shumpert in the corner. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Shumpert's got 5.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. The Nuggets trail by 13. Will it go? Lynn's shot is off.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half.
And this is why Green.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Butler. McGee with the block. Gay outside. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Cook. Goes back up.
A big, nimble guy out there. Bogut always been a terrific team defender.
First team foul.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Here's Dotson. And stolen by Gay.
Nuggets foul. Gay. That's his first personal foul.
Here is Cook. Rudy Gay on the wing. Takes the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gay's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Thunder. And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Here's Shumpert. Banked in off the glass. Shumpert's got 7 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
It's Gay on the way. And here's McGee. Rebounded by Bogut. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
Like that execution, Kevin. A successful possession leading to a high percentage basket.
Here's Shumpert. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Here's Dotson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert. Clark, there was a rules change not too long ago that promoted more help defense, less one-on-one defense. Good or bad?
I like it. Again, there's always going to be a premium on defending one-on-one, but positioning defenders where you can help better and more, I think it's trying to make sure the offensive side doesn't get too much of an advantage where the rules had gone in the past. So I think it's a nice balancing act for the game.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
And he can't hit the second. Oklahoma City leading by 10. It's Pippen on the wing. He's got 6. Here's Dang. Back to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on that one.
Denver, Fred VanVleet. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Mark, it always seems that coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there. But the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
VanVleet looking around. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you'd like to out there.
Here's Cousins. And the rejection by Collins. Back to VanVleet. Pippen with the steal. Here's Cook. The shot's good. Cook's got 5.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's VanVleet. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
High post Cousins. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Royce O'Neal. Jeremy Lin.
Here is Lin. He's got 11. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 13.
Kevin, Jeremy Lin's skill set allows him to effortlessly dominate at the offensive end. He's not only a good ball handler, but he scores with versatility.
Out to the wing. Three-pointer. O'Neal misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
You know, watching Miles Bridges, he just brings so much energy to the team.
High motor guy, very aggressive. A bit of a tweener, which in a positionless world could be a good thing. Explosive, strong, athletic. I think his best basketball is ahead of him.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That is his first foul of the game. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
40 seconds left in the third. On deep, Gay. Rebound by the Nuggets. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Here's Lynn. He's got 15. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
They double him with Shumpert. Back to Lynn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good. Lynn's got 17 now.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean,
well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 10. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Rudy Gay on the wing. Trains the three-pointer. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And everyone knows when Cousins controls his emotions, he's one of the very best centers in the game.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now here's Gay. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Gay's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Yeah, and the confidence really at a high level. Very impressive. They feel like this game is theirs, dominating right now.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know. Greg goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D-up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
And it's McGee with the jam.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, that's just simply outstanding focus. Butler is used to getting hit on the way up, expects to be bumped and jostled around, and still muscles his shots in.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Nuggets trail by 17. Cuts off the pass. Good work defensively by Gay. Pass to Cook. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Herter. And the rejection by Cousins.
You just can't get those kinds of shots past Cousins. When he's in the area, he's really good at getting a hand on the ball.
Here's Butler. And the rejection by Cousins. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Shots good by Gay. And the Thunder lead by 21.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Back to Butler. From outside the arc. Butler can't get that one to fall.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. And, you know, that pass wasn't deflected or anything, Kevin. Don't see that often. An unfortunate, unforced turnover.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. From deep. And it's Cook missing.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
That certainly was a deep one. I mean, maybe move in a little bit next time. There's no such thing as a 4-point line.
Pass to Love. And here is O'Neal. Guarded by Pippen. O'Neal misses.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Shumpert, no good.
And I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit, too. Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. You know, there's always this debate, Clark. Could the best teams 20 years ago beat the best teams of today?
I think there would be some compelling matchups, and I think you would find winners on both sides from different eras. I really do. It's hard to compare just because of the difference in eras and periods, but really good championship teams typically could handle most teams in the current era. I believe that in all sports. So compelling matchups, and I do think some teams from a couple of decades ago could handle some of the teams that we see winning championships now.
They get the rebound. McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from McGee. And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for Denver. And He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Jeremy Lin, a fan favorite in the league, partly due to that month of Linsanity when he burst on the scene.
We love underdogs, Kevin, all of us. Fans from across the world love an underdog, and that's part of what Lin was, back in action after that tough knee injury that forced him to miss 2018. Looking for good things from Jeremy Lin.
Oklahoma City foul call.
The first one falls. And Oklahoma City making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And for Lin, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. That's going to send Jeremy Lin to the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green. And with Lin, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lin did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And after losing the first of this 4-game series, they've gotten their revenge here tonight, guys, evening things up 1 apiece with 2 left to play against the Nuggets.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
It's stolen by Livingston. And now it's Tang running. Here we go, all the way.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop and you're back in rhythm.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And it's Cook missing. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lin's shot is off.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
He's off on the second. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Boy, Lin is not only smooth, but he's crafty at getting contact. A physical player who really works to get himself to the line.
And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.